You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of Christopher Greene with that damn fear porn and laughing in your face at the same time. Like, look, I listen to some of the most prestige elitist of the world, of my friends, billionaires, millionaires, multi-quadrillionaires, and they said that America is done. I mean, look, guys, you better get more my package of food for 6 months. Buy it now, even though the economy's gonna freaking collapse and tank. I still want your money anyway. And the only thing you can do is pray. I mean, you know, if you believe in that, you know what I mean? Well, crap. I didn't see him coming. And so yeah, America's through, guys. It's gonna be the worst. I mean, I talk about being scared to death. You know, people that they don't know. You know, this is a frightening, scary, very, very scary, Harry, very frightening indeed. And so, well, forget about the Hamiltons, because they're not going to be worth anything. Neither will the Jacksons and the Georges and what are the other names? Hamilton? Wait, I just said that. Jackson, James. Anyway, who cares? It's all going to be diminished. So Christopher, I'm sick and tired of your fear porn. You guys laughing in our faces, right? I know you're a mouthpiece for the elite, Christopher. I know it's not even your real name. You just want to make it seem like, you know, Christ, Christopher. You're always talking about Jesus, right? And God, but man, you do not seem to follow his ways. And so you're pushing all that fear porn. All right, we're gonna see soon, all right, that the script that you're reading, that the elite are giving you, is being unraveled. And well, there's channel 12 news, WHYY. What's that? The latest on the Pope? Pope encourages volunteers as Panama trip ends. I don't know what he's talking about. Pope encouraged volunteers as Panama trip ends. Painting stolen from Moscow. Oh boy, let me guess, it's a freaking American, right? Moscow gallery as witnesses watch. Gustafsson Stewart led way and win for number 17. Okay, Iowa. Who cares? Anyway, so I had the comment over there. I know they see the comments. Every one of them. They all have a job to do, even if it's their, you know, pinky trolls and whatnot, letting them know, giving them the info. But you know, it's fear. America is going to be, it's going to be worse than it's ever been. I mean, talk about scary, you know? Scary. Guys, this is what you gotta do. Just get on the ball, click the link. Oh, hey guys, Christopher. Hey guys, Christopher here, Christopher Greene. I don't have my camera crew with me, even though everywhere I'm walking the streets, you see this clown here looking all important. You see the other doofus over there and another idiot behind me. And then when I get to my studio, it's like, I gotta freaking adjust the camera with my damn self because they're not even there. And so anyway, Christopher Greene here. Hey, Hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all that, give it a thumbs up, even though you haven't even heard a freaking word I said. But give it a thumbs up anyway, all right? Because we want to make our channel grow. And even though it's, you know, what's the point? You know what I mean? America's gonna die, and we're all gonna die. So 90% of the population is gonna die. As soon as that happens, like as soon as the economy collapses and the trucks, stations, and pickup truck drivers and convenience store drivers don't have any more, they're not gonna be delivering food anymore. And what's gonna happen is everything's gonna collapse and everybody's gonna freaking die within a couple days, probably. You know, because they're all gonna kill each other. I mean, that's what we're hoping anyway. Oh yeah, and the days of brotherly love and love your neighbors, it's over. Man, I don't know why I'm fucking laughing so hard. But everybody's gonna die and I'm feeling great because I'm rich as hell, damn it. Oh, Christopher Greene. Man, wait till you see what happens with your money. Oh man, that pain that you're gonna feel. What the hell is this?
Sure.
It's gonna be astronomical. And hey, what do you say? What do you say if I just take one of these bicycles for a ride up here? What do you think they'll mind? How about if I take that one right there? You think I'd get my face pounded in with all the officers there? How far do you think I could get? Oh man. Apparently it's a police station. It's eyewitness news. You know how it has the eye, the one eye, as it's witnessing the news? But here's the real truth. If people, you know, I can see, I can sense how, if any regular person is watching him, the fear is pushed into your heart. I can sense it trying to trickle in, you know what I mean? But thank God that, you know, I have a brain and another eye that works, along with the other two, that you can pretty much just see things ahead of time and know that that's not the case. That well, they're all just full of shit. But however, they do believe that, they truly do believe that the elite, the new world order is going to come into effect and it's going to succeed and prosper for many forever. You know what I mean? But I just tend to have a different view on that. And I don't like people that push fear, because what's really going to happen is, well, when you look at the numerology that they're using, right, and you see, okay, Trump started on January 25th. He started, you know, pushing the 3 weeks, the 21 full days that. It's going to remind you of what Michael's doing. But see, I think there's another 21 more days. And I sort of did the math with my calendar. I'm going to take one of these for a ride one day. I did the calculations on the calendar. So for the 25th of January, there's if you go with another 21 days, well, anyway, I don't feel like I'll be thinking too much and I'll waste time. I'll do it when I'm in front of the computer. There's another 21 days, and then after that another 30 days. I believe that 30 days lands on April 7th. And then when you take, because here's how they're going to do it. They're taking, everybody thinks for some reason that Like at the end of 30 days, that's it, that's the end of it. Or at the end of 10 days, that's it, that's the end. Or at the end of the 40 days, or at the end of the 150 days. It's at the end of 8 full years. It's at the end of 7 full years of tribulation, and it's at the end of another 165 days, and then it might even be prolonged for another 10 days, all the way up to May 31st. You know, it's going to be prolonged no matter what. So when you do all that math, here's what I'm trying to tell you. Hey, how's it going? They're already talking about the 3 weeks. So you know that's representing Michael standing up, helping. Trump opens up the Federal Reserve government, whatever it is that he opened up for 3 weeks. Next will be maybe an extension on the 15th, maybe, for another 21 days. This time we'll say for only 21 days this time. Or somewhere along the lines, they are going to talk about something for 30 days. And then they'll probably even say something for 40 days. But that olive leaf plucked off absolutely represents Israel. And the fact that it's going to, when Noah's there, because this happened already. This already happened. It happened back in the days of Noah. It's going to be the same as it was in those days, in so many different ways. But did you notice how, this is how I came to the conclusion that the rapture was a spiritual thing. It is a spirit. It still is. When you become saved, like you're saved from hell, walking on earth in a living hell, burning in a lake of desire of your bottomless pit. When you're burning in hell and you get saved, someone pulls you out from the fire, you listen to something that someone said, or God just calls you and you recognize, and he slaps you upside your dumbass head, and you finally wake the hell up. When that happens, your life is preserved, and you start living in a heavenly realm. And so because I realized that this earth, right, I realize a lot more understanding the Bible day in and day out, every single day, that when I thought that the earth was reserved for real fire from heaven, I thought that God was going to bring fire down from heaven, but we're going to see fake fire first, which we still will. We're going to see the fake fire. And then, however, God really is bringing fire down from heaven. I just didn't realize it was out of our mouths. And so now I understand that part. Then I understand that the earth will abide forever. The earth will have hot, it'll have cold, it'll have summer, it'll have winter, it'll be full of life, it'll still be full of decay and activity certain times, and light and day. But then it says, well, once New Jerusalem comes down, there's no more need for the sun, because the Lord is the light. Now, I think he's talking about this sun, these clouds, this crap that's up in the skies, and click, and then New Jerusalem is our original sky. I started thinking of that a couple months ago, trying to figure out how exactly is it that God's going to get these people's attention. That's the conclusion, 100%. The conclusion is their power, their /power in ruling, standing and ruling, and their actual electricity and communications, like the towers of Babel, will be destroyed. And that's faith. We can't do it. God can do it. Well, no, actually we can do it. Come to think of it, we can do everything that we can do everything that you can do, but we can do it better. You see? There's no purpose for horns. Didn't you ever hear, don't toot your own freaking horn in your car. So yeah, we're staying here, all right? We inherit the earth. Once all this happens and you see these people, right? Well, there's not too many people here. Every single person is gonna know who God is. You don't have to try to convince anybody anymore that they're evil, disgusting people and they need to repent and turn. You don't have to do that anymore. And on top of that, the elite, you know, the rulers of the world, the Jews that have went astray and led everybody else astray, you guys are gonna, well, hey, look, you'll probably still be in charge, but you're only going to be in charge when you guys are cleansed, when the earth is dried. Now, remember that second month and the 27th day of the month, the earth will be dried. Doesn't it carry Fiji water? Oh man. Hey, that's funny because, you know, when you went to get that hurricane of 40 and all of a sudden the shelves were empty and you told the lady that your friend from Philly thinks that they purposely got rid of all the hurricane 40s on the shelf there, Justin, right, in 7-Eleven, and now all of a sudden they don't have Fiji water. Well, that was funny because when I was talking to Justin, I told him this incident that happened where you know, they distracted my wife and Karen at ShopRite and they scanned the water but didn't scan. It's kind of like how I sent an email to a specific person for a schedule and they didn't get it, but yet it was sent but they didn't get it, you know what I mean? So that was pretty funny. And then she wanted me to go back and she specifically texted me the type of tea to get because there's plenty of them there. And it's lemonade, ginger, right? Tea, like Bigelow or something, the brand. I'm like, all right, I go there. Oh, don't you know that? Well, there's nothing left on the shelf. There was plenty of them there when they were at the store, but all of a sudden when I got there, it's out. And I actually sat, I know the you clowns were watching, like, oh my God, look at it. Because I was like, I'm like, all right, I am not leaving this store until I know for a fact that they're not there on that shelf. So I looked for about 4 good minutes and 9 minutes total, right? Nothing was there. So when I go back and tell my wife the story and Karen, it's like, really? They would do that just for me? Of course they would. So I wish that I wish they would make a show, or maybe I'm gonna have to make the damn show myself and just have some people act for me, but make a sitcom where it's literally about gang stalking, and it's regular people like me, right? You know what? I'll play me. I'll play Robin, right? And Robin in the Hood, and I'll have a couple other people that you like. In other words, it's gang stalking behind the scenes in Robin's Hood, and you'll see the people, like what they do, how pathetic it is that they have people calling like, all right, look, yeah, I need you to, hello, hey, is this the supervisor of ShopRite? Hey, yeah. All right, hey, look, I need you to go take all the lemonade, ginger, Bigelow iced tea off the shelves now, okay? We got the subject coming in. He's heading in that direction. We can tell because we've seen his text message. We know what his wife said, and we already know that the lady tried to harass her and make it seem like didn't register. But we're get there, take it off the shelf, right? And it's like, my wife can be part of the show too, because she's the one that said, when I told her a story about Justin and a 7-Eleven and the cop being there, and then telling the lady, she reenacted the whole thing. Because here's what happened, Justin, I forgot to tell you. The cop that was there at 7-Eleven, he was waiting for you. The cop went in, told the lady that, it's like, hey, you want to look? We have a criminal coming in, okay? And he's a drunk, all right? And he has DUIs, and we don't want him getting in his car drive. So what we need to do is take. You want to help humanity, right? You want to help Citizens America, okay? We need you to take all the 40 hurricanes off the shelf, all right? And that way, take off Hurricane Michael, and that way he won't be drinking and driving tonight, okay? And you'll do a great service to the American people. And then the lady's like, okay. And then when you told her that, I said over the phone that she literally, that your friend in Philly just said that you guys took all the 40s off of the shelf because I'm there. And then you look at her and she's like, like, jaw drop, like, how the fuck did you know? And then with the look on her face proved that she was guilty, which proved that my sense over the phone was that that's exactly what they did, and the cop was for you. And I said both of those things, and then that's exactly what it was. So it's freaking hilarious. It's hilarious to have like the superstar status, you know, like the straight up triple S's, just regular normal people, but the elite can't get enough of watching in many different ways. It's kind of sick and perverted and disgusting, but hey, you guys chose to do it. But here's the thing, it's purposed that way by God for you guys to follow us, to see how we conduct ourselves. How do we react when we know we're being gang stalked? We know for a fact, and it doesn't faze us one bit. It actually just fires us up to, you know, just to do right even more. So, hey, thanks guys for stalking me. I appreciate it. Good looking out, man. Seriously, like good way of looking, like specifically out for us. It's a pretty cool looking little spot, you know. It's like a little cafe. I don't know if it's open, but it doesn't look it. So anyway, that's my little story. Just take a little walk down here. Hey Karen, good job with the fast. Fasting for a full 24 hours. Getting that jump start on, you know, just accepting the fact that, and if it's not the fact, if, like I said, if God decides to wait until every single person finally turns to him, wakes up, and then he changes us in a spiritual sense, then good. But I'm kind of banking on that we're all just staying right here. Everybody's going to turn to God. The elite's plan is going to collapse in front of their face. It's the Jews that run the world are responsible for the 7 billion turning back to God. Nobody's going to be killing each other, and everybody's going to wake up and help each other, their neighbors. I, for one, am going to be, I can't wait to talk to all of my neighbors when I finally got their ears, when I got their attention. So that's all going to take place, and then you guys, the remnant, the Satanists, the elite, you guys are going to be frightened and give glory to God. And that's just the way it's going to be. I mean, there's no way of fighting it. You can't, there's nothing you can do. Just accept it. Like, that's the deal. That's what's going to happen. All right. So thank you, elite, for being so blind that you think that you guys are going to get away with fooling 7 billion people on Earth, especially right here in America. You know, as we're the literal captives of Judah, dealing with this right here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world. I'd want to be exactly right here when it all jumps off. Right here in Philly. That way I can see it firsthand. And because if I'm not in America and I'm over another country, I mean, you're gonna hear anybody who's over in the UK, over in Germany, whatever. You guys are gonna hear that we've been absolutely annihilated, destroyed, completely off the face of the freaking earth. And it's good. Don't worry, we're not. It's gonna be hilarious over here. But I'd rather be right here and see it all take place. Look, it's hell. It's the depths of hell. This is where they put Satan at, in the bottomless pit. Yeah, so that's what they're going to tell you guys over there, that we have been completely wiped off of the face of the map of Earth, of the globe. And but see, it's funny, it's truly is funny that they covered us up. Obviously all this is in front of the floating, that's light bulb that goes in that direction. So obviously it's all covered, like you know how like you have people have cataracts and their eyes completely fog, they start to not see. They think that that's what they're going to do to God by covering up his earth, because they're pissed. They know that they can't penetrate the firmament. They tried tremendously with nuclear bombs and everything. They might have put a crack or two in it, who knows, but that's all they can do. And because that's all they can do, they're quite salty, so they'll use the dome against us and against God. So that's why they've been covering it up, and they truly think that God can't see us. Which again, it's just some things are just so funny, because you can see it ahead of time what they're doing, and that's why it is funny. You just laugh at it, like, as much as possible, and just enjoy the scenery of what's going to happen, and enjoy the show that you're hearing on the news, and watch the train wreck. See that? Found it. What is it? It's a motor. Get a bunch of these bad boys, right? You can generate something, I don't know, because it all spins, and it has a thread here connected to a wheel. Or actually, you can take magnets. You know how when you put two magnets together, they never want to connect. You put them together like that and make this spin. I mean, should I call the cops, or are they just, you know, is that theirs, or are they just trying to break in someone's vehicle? Oh, hey, look, the Christ Church burial ground. Benjamin Franklin's burial place. Really? I did not know that. So he's buried over here. Because no people can be truly happy through under the greatest enjoyments of civil liberties if abridged of the freedom of their consciousness as to their religious profession and worship. From William Penn's Charter of Privileges for Pennsylvania, 1701. Look, it even looks like a dollar bill. The way, the color green. Old Philadelphia congregations. It was in Philadelphia alone, of America's colonial cities, that Quakers, hey, Quaker, the oatmeal, isn't William Penn on that too? Or whatever his name was? What the hell's his name again? Benjamin Franklin? That Quakers, Jews, Catholics, and Protestants experienced difficulties and discovered the possibilities of fruitful coexistence that American democracy was to offer. Philadelphia is a city that not only tolerated but welcomed diverse modes of religious practice from its beginning. Hey, I still welcome it. I still welcome all religions here in Philadelphia. You just all got to fall in line and stop with the division that you guys cause for no reason, just because you don't agree with somebody else's interpretation of a Bible verse. You know, it's funny, Christians, they think they're all perfect and correct. You know, like, in other words, you can't pray to God unless it's strictly only through Jesus Christ. There's no way possible that any child can possibly talk to God when he's a child who doesn't know Jesus Christ whatsoever. So in other words, you can't even pray to God until you finally recognize who Jesus Christ is. And even before Christ was born, well, nobody talked to God because Christ wasn't there, so he couldn't have. And that's just a fact. And that's how blind we all are, right, Gary? I can't wait till, I don't know how it's going to be. I have a feeling we're all going to get rounded up. You know, like 144,000 people, or at least Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They're all going to get rounded up, and we're going to see like the leaders of the world. And for 10 days, you know, you sit in jail for 10 days, fasting. Just, you know, just give us some vegetables and water and we'll be fine. And then after 10 days, you'll see, like, technically how you tried to throw them in the lion's den, Daniel, and how you tried to throw his boys in the fire, you know, the fake fire. It's all gonna backfire on you. After 10 days is when, well, it's lights out for you and your power. And then, because we were correct in listening to what God was telling us, because no matter what, you can't clog our third eye, then it's time for us to rule. And it's going to be great because no more gang stalking. I mean, I've been robbed of my feelings of living life for the past 7 years or so, and it's time to get it back. So that's the way the Bible works. We rule.